Hola, amigos y amigas. From the beautiful town of Ramirez del Pilar, I'm with Herb. He also goes by Rafa. He's been in this area for a long time, and let me say something. I've known him since 2019. When I first came to Ajijic, he was playing music at the old Perry's Pizza with Charlie Cook, Pauline, a lot of those people. And he's been in a lot of the music videos on this channel. He's a harmonica player and a vocalist. But what I just found out today is that he played professional basketball with the Atlanta Hawks. So here's Rafa. He goes by Rafa. Go ahead, Rafa.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. As I told you, I grew up in the segregated South, and it was white high schools and black high schools, and they never played against each other and never played at the recreation centers. But I started going to the Black Recreation Center in Decatur, and I would play there in the summer times, and that's where I learned my game. I had a really good high school coach that taught me the fundamentals, and then I started playing against those black guys and learned the street ball, and so that the combination made me a good player. I was fortunate to get a scholarship at the University of Georgia, where I guarded Pistol Pete Maravich. He was at LSU at that time.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Pistol Pete. He was one of my idols. Yeah.
He came to Athens my senior year, and I helped hold him to 57 points. Actually, but that was a double overtime. But I actually held him to 17 in the first half, and I fouled out early in the second half, and my teammates ended up giving him 40 in the second half, and they beat us. And Pistol Pete hit a hook shot at half court at the buzzer. It wasn't a game winner, they were already ahead, but we were trying to catch up with him and steal the ball, and he was dribbling around. It was like the Globetrotter routine. He dribbled out to half court and shot a hook shot, knocked the bottom out of the basket as the buzzer went off. And our fans, of course the Coliseum was packed with 12,000 people to see Pistol Pete. Our fans ran out on the floor and carried him off the floor. That's the kind of excitement he generated.
Yeah, he was great. He was one of my idols when I was a kid in grade school, and we were talking about Gail Goodrich from the Lakers, and then also Earl the Pearl Monroe from the New York Knicks.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I played against all my idols. Back then I used to read every basketball magazine. There was only 3 or 4, and they'd talk about all the great players, and I just absorbed all of that. I loved it. And then I just really was fortunate. Matter of fact, I got the Atlanta Hawks, when they came to Atlanta, they came my junior year in college. Well, between my junior and senior year in college, my former high school coach was coaching at a local high school, and the Hawks were scrimmaging at that high school in Decatur. And he asked me if I wanted to come over and scrimmage with the Hawks. I said, I'd love to, man. So I went over and started playing with them that summer. And, I got lucky, and they ended up drafting me. So I made the team, and Pistol Pete was my roommate my first year with the Hawks, Pistol Pete Maravich, and he was the biggest thing in professional sports at that time. He had signed the largest contract in the history of professional sports at the time, so it's good having a rich roommate.
Yeah, and you played against him also. He moved to another team, right?
Yeah, but I had played against him in college for 3 years, and I got tired of seeing him. Then I had to guard him every day in practice, damn it. So I got tired of seeing Pistol Pete, but he was a good guy. We had a good time, and
he's a legend.
Yeah.
Okay, now, how long did you play with the Hawks?
Just 1 year. I'd already had 2 knee surgeries in college and high school, and I had my 3rd knee surgery, and that pretty much, because the knee surgeries back then aren't like they were today, where you recover so quickly. I mean, when you had a knee surgery back then, it was rough. And I got by on my jumping and my quickness, and I lost some of that, so I just retired.
Well, we pretty much gave away your age when you're talking about Pistol Pete, because I think you look young. You actually look younger. Now, your wife, here's the key to the good life. Talk about your wife. She's a professional vocalist. Yeah, she sings in.
My wife today, I'll have to tell you, I think I mentioned this, is our 19th wedding anniversary. God, how she's put up with me for 19 years, I don't know. But we got married in Cortona, Italy, in Tuscany. We got married in a church, the City Hall of Cortona, Italy, which was 600 years old. It was built in the 1400s. The mayor of the town married us, and it was just a wonderful thing. We came out of the city hall, walked out on the steps, and the people of Cortona were throwing rice and cheering, and it was unbelievable. So I did something romantic once in my life. But yes,
She's
my
fantastic
my wife
woman.
is something. She's been singing all her life in church, and and going to little piano bars. But when we came down here, she met Tim Welch, who was directing the choir down here for many, many years, and he's just a musical genius, basically. He's directed the Guadalajara Symphony. And
Wow.
but anyhow, she's been taking voice lessons from him for about 7 or 8 years, and she's really came out of her shell and started projecting. He taught her how to really use her voice, and in the last 3 years, she's put on 3 one-woman shows at the Bravo Theater,
Yeah,
and
we did
sold
that.
it out every night for 2 nights for 3 years, singing
Wow.
and telling stories and singing songs. So
Yeah, I didn't have time to get there because I was getting ready to go back up to the
I think
States.
she's going to do another one this
She'll
year.
do another one. Okay.
So
We gotta
she's
find-
really a talented lady, and I love her.
Okay. Now you're living in Chapala?
We live in, we just moved. We were living in Breese Estate, Chapala for 8 years, which is a wonderful place. We had a little screw up with our landlord, so we ended up moving. We actually are renting Tim Welch, the music director's house. He moved to Guadalajara, so we're renting his house in Chapala Haciendas now, which is another really nice, quiet, peaceful
It
neighborhood.
is. It is.
So just enjoying life, man.
And then, now you watch my channel and you were talking about it's Loacan de los Mombrillos, just right about 4 or 5 miles from where you live.
I was watching your video on Facebook. I guess you probably recorded it a year ago.
No,
or
I
something.
don't. My videos don't come out on Facebook.
Well,
On
where-
YouTube. YouTube.
YouTube, right. It was
Okay.
on YouTube.
All right, that's okay.
Anyhow, you were down there and you'd been to Xluacán before, but you'd never been to the little Malecon with the lake there. So you were walking up and down the Malecon talking about what a great place it was, and I saw that and I said, well, I hope I run into Chris again, because I go there 3 or 4 times a week. I've got 4 dogs, and I take them to the beach down there, and they can
Wow.
run loose, and we have a big time walking the Malecon and running on the beach. So it's a great little spot.
Yeah, I think it's called La Presa de Llano.
Yeah.
Because it's not part of Lake Chapala. Some
No.
people think it is.
No.
But it's nice out there.
It is nice. It's peaceful. There's usually 4 or 5 fishermen fishing off
Yeah.
the Malecon, and then there may be a couple of people on the beach, but that's it. I don't go on the weekend, so it's not crowded during the week, and the dogs love it. So
And they're building some homes. They're building up down there. I think they're building a big, I don't know what it is. It's going to be a banquet center.
okay.
You know, you enter different
Right.
ways.
Yeah. They had a big meeting there the other day when I was out there. I don't know what
Yeah,
was
it's
going on.
beautiful. Nice homes up there, too.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
some gringos are starting to move to Xluacán.
They are, and I've been saying that. Yeah. I think that's the next up and coming place.
Yeah, could be. It's a pretty town.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
The streets are very nice. They got a couple nice little restaurants. So yeah, it's a nice town.
You can find everything, and if not, you go to Chapala. Or
Yeah,
come
exactly.
on. We're right over here in Ramirez.
And Chapala is a great town. We love Chapala. It's,
Yeah, it is.
You know, the streets are much better than Ajijic. There's less gringos.
There's still some, but
There's
yeah.
still some, but it's not overloaded with them.
Okay, yeah.
And
yeah.
there's some nice restaurants in Chapala.
And let's talk about El Patio, where you perform.
yeah.
Sometimes you and your wife perform.
There's an open mic there. They have an open mic at El Patio on Mondays. And man, there are so many talented musicians down here in the lake area. It's just unbelievable. And we have 5 guys that play every week. They play at open mic. And we've got 2 guitar players, well, 3 with Larry. Sulky runs the thing. And then we have 2 lead guitar players, not always, but
Young Ben Hamid.
Bean Hameen, who's a hell of a guitar player. And then we got a guy I'm
Young
going
guy.
to see in a few minutes. I'm
Wait,
taking him these old albums.
I can't put those albums up. on
Okay.
the- but they're nice, good
I'm
albums.
going to see my friend Mark Hastings. He's going to tell me what these old albums are. I've got the Beatles' first album. It's called Introducing the Beatles. And I know it's worth
Hey, well,
something.
Yeah.
Anyhow-
we better guard you, man. So see, some gringos don't rob you. Some gringos might want that album.
Yeah. So anyhow, he's a great guitar player. And then we got Duncan plays the drums, Duncan
Yeah.
Brown. And
He's from Perry's Pizza too.
yeah.
Yeah, remember.
And then
yeah.
we've got a guy that plays the horn, and he's just wonderful. So it's great to sing with the band, and my wife and I go every week, and we usually go to La Bodega, is our favorite place. There's a
That's
Wednesday night
another
open
great
mic
place.
there.
I see you guys there too. Yeah.
So
That's Wednesday night. So these open mic nights, in the El Patio, of course, they start at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
They go to 7:30.
Go to 7:30.
Anyone can go. You don't even have to. They
No,
can
you just
sing.
come and there's a book you sign in, and when your name comes up, they'll call you and you get up and do a couple songs.
And
So,
it is amazing. You guys even let me sing.
yeah,
Once.
and you're not bad.
Nah,
Not bad.
But you know, I could do better. But my voice went bad. Because I used to be a karaoke singer,
Yeah.
amateur, years ago. But I'd go into the American Legion in Michigan. And,
Well, you need to do Tom Waits songs. You got that rah kind of
oh,
voice.
you know what? You ever hear of Willie DeVille?
Yeah.
The Spanish Stroll. If anyone, this is for the viewers. If you want to hear some good Spanish rock with, he plays all over the
Oh
world.
yeah, Louis comes to open mic on occasion.
Well, no, I'm talking about Willie DeVille.
Oh, Willie.
Yeah, he used to be called Mink DeVille.
Oh, okay.
He's a great guy. Anyways, you got to find out about him. He does some good. Okay, but your wife is great.
She's awesome. She's
And-
awesome, and she sings at open mic. And I mean, I sing. I'm not a great singer, but you don't have to be, because the band is so good. They make you sound good.
That's
you know what
right,
I'm
they
saying?
do. So
and they
come on
have
down.
several books full of songs. You can pick out the song
Yeah,
you
so
want.
come on down. If this is for the viewers, come and bring an instrument.
Yeah, everybody's welcoming. You know.
You don't have to be professional.
No. What?
They'll make you look professional.
No, I was telling you a little while ago, you said I'm a harmonica player. I said, well, depends on who you talk to. Some people like me to play the harmonica, it keeps me from singing. Other people like me to sing because it keeps me from playing the harmonica. Sometimes I do a song with harmonica in it and nobody's happy, so.
Nah, people are happy. We love hearing you play. Known him since 2019.
By
And
the way, I got to congratulate you, man. You do such good videos. It's
Oh,
a wonderful
thank
thing
you, thank
to
you.
shout out. Once you bring in any more people down here to this area, we got plenty of people.
Yeah.
But you
we're-
do some great work.
Thank you. And we're in Ramirez del Pilar, which is a
Yeah.
very beautiful town.
Yeah.
You can find anything. Look, we're at this great restaurant. I want to show them. I'm drinking some green juice, Jugo Verde. And you're having a coffee?
Black coffee, yep.
A black coffee and...
Waiting on my car. It's getting car washed next door.
Yeah, and Ramirez del Pilar must have about 3-4 car washes.
Yeah.
They got a lot of car washes.
Yeah, it keeps the
Everything-
prices down.
Yeah, and everything you need, you can find right here.
Yeah, I've got
And-
several friends that live here in Ramirez, and they really like it.
Now, as far as church, there's a lot of churches here
Yeah, yeah.
in Ramirez. It's a beautiful town, man.
Well, I'm not going. Well, you said don't speak religion, so I'm not going to talk about my.
Okay.
I went to Catholic school for 8 years. I figured I
did
got
too.
enough.
I went to her 12, but that's okay. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I wore a brown shirt, green pants, and a green tie for 8 years.
Oh, yeah.
St. Thomas More. I
Yeah.
tell you what, it was a great education, though.
I loved it. I love Catholic schools. Yeah.
When I went to public school at Decatur, I was about a year ahead of everybody.
Uh-huh.
But of course, I took a lot of time off and just kind of fell back and joined the crowd.
Yeah. So,
The
well,
toughest thing, when in Catholic school, when the nuns called on you, you had to stand up by your desk. You know, they call on you, answer,
Oh,
but then
yeah.
you stood up by your desk and you'd answer the question. You'd say, sister, blah, blah, blah. So when I got to Decatur High, I'm there in the classroom and the teacher called on me, and I stand up by my desk and everybody looking at, what's wrong with you, man? Because, teacher calling everybody else, they'd be sitting in their desk laying around, and it took me about a year to quit standing up when the teachers called on me.
Yeah. And yeah, I remember the nuns, the sisters. And you were an altar boy, maybe?
For about 4 days. I've never been
Oh,
good
really?
with discipline.
Yeah, okay. I was an altar, but...
I was a patrol boy for about 2 weeks. And I
Yeah,
was
we
an
had to do patrol boys too on the corners, stand on the corners and watch for the kids. But anyways, let's talk a little bit of Mexico here. This is now.
Well, today's my anniversary, as I mentioned, 19 years with my lovely wife. But it's also our anniversary of being in Mexico. We got here 11 years ago.
Wow, so double-digit
Yeah.
years, and you guys know this place.
Yeah. We're
Hey,
never
man.
going back.
Never going back.
Well, I'm going at the end of this month to visit my brother and sister and some friends. But
Yeah.
and I go down every year. There's an island off the coast of Georgia called St. Simon's Island. Beautiful place on the coast. And Georgia, University of Georgia plays the University of Florida every year in football, and they play the game in Jacksonville, which is about an hour from St. Simon's. And a lot of University of Georgia people go down to St. Simon's and hang out. So I'll go down there and hang out with a bunch of my old buddies from the University of Georgia for a few days. So it'll
So are
be a
you
good
playing
trip.
basketball here up at Chapala?
No.
You're not? Because
No.
I go up to, once in a while when I can, at the what do you call it? The big park, Parque.
Yeah.
De Cristiania.
Cristiana Park.
Yeah, they have great basketball courts. They're rebuilding stuff. And then I go up to Chapala North with some friends of mine. I used to have a volunteer assignment for a year every Saturday, and I'd play up there. Being a guy, young guy, 35, we'd go play with the Mexican kids. You got to go up there.
Well,
at least shoot some hoops.
The problem is, 23 years ago, I had double knee replacement.
Oh.
But after I got healed, I was still playing a lot of basketball. I could still jump up after several months and grab the rim. I was 50-something years old. And I could still play, but then I had my ankle replaced.
Oh,
and the ankle replacement is a little small thing. And
yeah.
if you screw that up, then it's just rough. Then they'll have to.
Yeah, we don't want to have to see you sitting down while you're singing.
So if my ankle hadn't gone bad, I'd probably play with you guys. But,
okay. No, I haven't been playing. I've been playing for a while. So.
Yeah. I just play golf, walk the golf course, and play golf.
Wow. Now, where are you playing golf at?
Play at Atlas, which is a gorgeous course just north of the airport, about 3 or 4 kilometers.
Okay.
It's a beautiful golf course. It's pretty. You're ever going to play.
See, by being that you're at the lake, at the Chapala Haciendas, you're very close there.
It takes me. Well, now they got all the construction traffic. They're fixing the highway, going to Guadalajara, so they'll be ready for the World Cup. So they're doing construction. So
yeah, I ran across.
I've suspended my membership for about 3 or 4 months, and I'll just play at Chapala Country Club.
Oh yeah, Vista del Lago.
Vista del Lago.
That's a nice place, huh?
But normally I can leave my house and get to Atlas in 30 minutes, which is nothing, So
yeah.
And then I've got a little robo caddy that carries my clubs for me. I've got a remote control, and he just rolls along in front of me, and I'll just walk the course. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
life couldn't be better. I tell you
life
what,
couldn't
Chris.
be better. Yeah. Okay. Any final thoughts? This is a pretty lengthy video, but I enjoy doing it.
Well, nobody will watch this whole thing, but it's nice to see somebody that knows basketball. It's great.
Oh, I love it.
Like I said, I played against Goodrich, and here's a great story for you. When I got into the game at the Forum against the Lakers, I used to play forward because I could jump, even though I was only 6'2", so I went in the game to guard Jim McMillan. But anyhow, as I walked on the court in the Forum the first time, I walk on the court, and somebody comes up behind me and pats me on the butt and says, "Welcome to the league, rookie." And it was Jerry West.
Oh my God!
I didn't know whether to guard him or get his autograph. You know what I'm saying? What a hero of mine he was. What a guy.
Mine too. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have been you.
Chris, it's been wonderful talking to you, brother.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, and I will say, Rafa is actually a friend of mine. We're just not, you come down here, you get acquainted with a lot of people, but you also make friends.
Yeah. Sure.
And I am friends with
Amigos.
Rafa. We are actually friends. We spend time together. We talk a lot.
Yeah, Wayne amigos.
Yeah, we see each other quite a bit. So I want to say thanks to Rafa for doing this video. I hope to see your wife. She's a wonderful woman. And she's such a great singer. Once again, your wife,
Wanda, the lovely
Wanda.
Wonderful Wanda.
Wanda, okay. All right. Hey, thanks again, Rafa.
My pleasure, brother.
Okay, adios.